Guys, Spine.ai allows car dealerships, people working on the floor, to take a picture of a Ford with an ugly background, put it into his application, and create a beautiful backdrop that they can use for product images online. They use Walmart, Flipkart, all these folks use him. He's doing $250,000 per month in revenue today, up from $25,000 a month just a year ago, hoping to scale to $800,000 per month over the next 12 months. His last round raise last year was a $7 million seed round led by Excel at a $25 million valuation. Team of 100 people now getting aggressive about scaling in the United States and Europe. We'll see if he can hit that target. Hey folks, my guest today is Sanjay Kumar. He's the co-founder and CEO of Spine, a deep tech visual tech company solving internet cataloging for the globe. He's a tech entrepreneur taking a shot at transforming professional photography and the content industry. You can follow along at spine.ai. Again, digital catalog for internet commerce. Sanjay, are you ready to take us to the top?
Yeah, and thanks for the nice introduction, Nathan.
You bet. Tell us specifically about a customer that's paying you today and how they use you.
Yeah, so we as you described, we are solving cataloging as a core problem. So we are helping internet businesses create the product visuals for their physical objects using the mobile application and technology. So what we do is we convert all those.
Sanjay, sorry, can you tell the story of what you do through the customer, a real customer story versus just a generic, here's what we do?
Got it. So we work with a lot of large internet companies like Walmart, Flipkart, some of the large companies in the US as well. Penske Motors, one of them, Shift. So some of these like very large companies work with us to create their catalogs. So the product images, the car images, the product images that you see in some of these websites are entirely done using Spine. So Spine has a mobile application that is used by their field staff to shoot their cars, and then the app basically guides them how to shoot like a photographer. So there are computer vision models which is deployed on the application that turns a layman user behave like a professional photographer. So they shoot like a car photographer, and after shooting, we convert those cars shot in the open ground into very premium studio finish studios, right? Studios of BMW, studios of Mercedes, studios of dealerships. So all of these we convert using the AI, and we get them published on their website. So this is what we do.
Very cool. And are you working mainly with car dealerships? Is that the main user?
Yeah, car dealerships is one of the major segments for us. So we have been working a lot of geographies. So US, Europe, Middle East, Southeast Asia, India, of course, because we are based in India. So South America. So we have got about like 140 plus clients all across the globe right now. Some of the names are pretty big names in these geographies.
You said you have 140 customers?
Yes.
Very cool. Well, tell us more of the backstory here. I guess help me understand before we get, when you launched and how you got your first 10 customers, how do you price this? What's the average customer pay per month to use the technology?
Yeah. So we price it per product. So per car. So product could be anything. It could be a real estate. It could be a car. It could be a product like model, clothing or anything, food, dish as well. So we price by the category, by the product. So let's say a car. So price them for anything between a car photo shoot done using our application will cost about $3 to $8 based on the volumes that you commit to us every month. So let's say you are doing about 500 cars a month, we'll give you a price of maybe $5 a car. Mm-hmm. You do about 30 cars a month, we'll give you a price of $8 a car. So this is the price range that we give you, right? For the large enterprises, we go as low as $1.5 to $2 a car as well. Yeah.
Okay. If you take an average though across your entire customer base, what's the average customer paying you per month or per year?
Yeah. So we generally target the mid market segment. So not the very large enterprises. So that segment gives us about like $30,000 to $40,000 a month, a year.
A year, and that's for something like 500 SKUs shot per month, whether that's a dish for a food company or a car for a car dealership.
So majorly 80% of the business is automotive right now. So this is the ACV that we are driving as of now.
Now, if I take a $30,000 ACV times 140 customers, you guys at about a $4.2 million run rate today.
So we are not all the customers are in that ACV zone right now, but we are roughly at about 3 million.
3 million. And what do you hope to grow to by the end of this year?
So we are targeting about 10 to 12 million kind of a.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what's going on there, YouTube? Good to see you guys. Now imagine this. You love watching these interviews with SaaS founders, but imagine if we took all of the valuation data out from over 2,807 interviews I've done manually. Saves you a lot of time. Well, we've done this. We've built it into the beautiful interface inside of FounderPath. Check this out. I'll show you how you can access this in a second, but you log in, you connect your Stripe account, you see your valuation real time, you can see what it changed over the past 88 days, and even set goals for valuation this year. Now, the secret to valuation is there's many different ways to value a SaaS business. So the reason you're going to see 3 or 4 different valuations inside of your FounderPath dashboard, this is all free by the way, is because depending on who's doing the buying of your SaaS company, you're going to get a different valuation. A VC is going to pay a different valuation. Private equity firm is different. If you're going to do a minority sale, that's different. And if you sell the whole business, that's a different valuation. You can see all those when I hover over here. Right, so the teal is what a VC would pay, yellow is what private equity, and red is if you sold the whole thing outright. Now, what's cool about this is not built off random data. Again, you guys hear these interviews on YouTube. All these data are built from real-time valuation data points founders share with us on the show. So traction, 1.2 million, seed round, 3.7 raise, they sold 22% of their business. Go in here and filter by the event. Maybe you only want to see companies that have sold the whole business. Well, here are a bunch that have been acquired, the valuation and the multiple. Maybe you're going out right now and you're raising your seed round. Well, go in here and look at all this recent seed deals that went down, what they raised, what valuation they raised at, and what percent that they sold. There's never been a larger data set of SaaS valuations than what you can get now inside of FounderPath, and we're thrilled to bring it to you. All right, we're going to go back to the YouTube video here in a second, but if you want to check this tool out, if you want to jump in and sign up, you can check it out for free to get your valuation at this link, founderpath.com/products/valuations. Or if you go to founderpath.com and hover over products, click on get your valuation here, and go ahead and sign up to give it a whirl. Again, all that valuation data live right inside the platform. I hope to see you there. All right, let's jump back into the interview.
And if you're doing 3 million today in revenue, which is what, about $250,000 per month, what were you doing monthly exactly 1 year ago? Do you remember?
Yeah, so 1 year ago we were exactly at about 1/10 of it. This number.
1/10?
Yeah.
So $25,000 a month.
Yeah, so we were at about like 300K, 250 to 300K.
In ARR 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you've had explosive growth. Well, when did you launch the company?
So we launched this product in the middle of 2021.
Why do I have in my research that you launched Spine in 2015?
No, 2018 we launched. I moved full time to Spine in 2018 mid. First 1.5 years, we worked on a product idea which didn't work out. So we pivoted by the end of 2020 to this model.
Tell me the product that didn't work out. You worked for 1.5 years on it. How much money did you spend on it before you killed it?
Yeah, so we spent almost 200K on that particular product overall. So we went to a revenue of about like about roughly 200K kind of a revenue, but we realized very early on that this is something that will not scale big. Yep. So we figured out that that business can scale to about 3 to 5 million kind of an ARR in roughly 3 to 5 years time frame. But beyond that, the market size is not that very good. So basically, we were building a content SaaS platform for the photographers earlier. And you see, photographers are not that high paying persona.
Do you have co-founders of the company?
Yeah, we have one more co-founder with the name Deepti.
Okay, so you two founded the company together, 2 of you.
Exactly.
Did you split equity evenly at the start, 50-50?
No. So
you got more?
Yeah, he got more.
Smart man. All right, Sanjay gets more equity. So when you wanted to kill that first project, there wasn't a big debate. You just made the decision and you moved on.
No. So that was actually a big decision, because the startup started with some genesis, which we completely like turned 100-degree away, right? So we actually were figuring out which idea to get into, and because we wanted to remain in the content domain, right? And photography as a content platform we were providing as a SaaS platform, but we decided to focus in the deep photography space itself. Rather than helping photographers, we thought, hey, why not solve photography as a domain with the computer vision, which is emerging
with AI?
With the AI, exactly.
Yeah, it makes tons of sense. Now, so you shut that first company down in 2019. It's the same company, but you shut the product down in 2019. You relaunched this and get it going in 2020. How did you pay your bills between 2019 and 2020?
Yeah, so we raised a bridge round of about 700K between that. So
sorry, 7 million or 700,000?
700,000.
What year was that?
At the early 2020, we did that bridge.
2020. Okay. And is that the only money you raised to date?
No. After that, we raised about 7 million.
And when was that?
7 million we raised early 2022.
7 million. Okay. So that was like your seed round.
Yeah. So we raised it from Axel Partners.
Oh, great. That's a great firm. So most folks in their seed round, especially if you're doing like Excel is going to want 15, 20% of the company in that round. Is that about how much they purchased?
Yeah, exactly.
So sorry, that wasn't the seed, the 7 million seed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what, like a 40, 50 million valuation, something like that?
25.
25. Pre-money, I guess, then, right?
Yeah, no, post-money it was 25. So there was some secondary which also happened.
Okay. Explain how that works. There's a lot of folks that think they can't do secondaries until it's like a series B, C, D. How did you negotiate a secondary so early?
So there were some of the angel investors which Axel wanted slightly more percentage in the company. So, but they didn't want to dilute the primary equity of the founders like us, right? So they offered an exit to some of the earlier angel investors.
Oh, so you didn't sell any secondary, just early investors.
Some of the early investors exited.
I see. What multiple do the early investors get? Like a 2x, a 3x on their money?
13x.
13x. Was that painful?
For them?
For you?
Yeah, so I can make like more money than 13x.
That's fair enough. And I guess that 700,000 pre-seed round, how much of the company did they own? Like 20%?
Who? Axel?
The pre-seed, 700,000.
Yeah, they own about 15%. But some of 15, okay. Some of them exited in the Axel round.
Yeah. That's great. So that's pre-seed round in early 2020. Was that like a 4 million valuation or something like that?
3 and 4.
3. Yeah. Interesting. This is a great story. Okay. So you're scaling now. Walk me through how you're getting customers today. What's your growth strategy?
So we are setting up a very strong GTM for the US. We are targeting about 45,000 auto dealerships that are there in the US right now, and almost nearly the same number in the Europe geography, like Germany, Italy, UK, Sweden. So some of the top geographies in the Europe region. So entire US and entire Europe. So if you combine both the geography, there are close to 90,000 to 100,000 dealerships in these two places. Mm-hmm. So the ACV that we are targeting with this product is about 10K right now, because we are now going slightly down, slightly smaller dealership segment as well. So there's a huge opportunity. Even if we get to about like 3,000 to 4,000 dealers in the next 2 years, that will give us a very practical crack at about 30 to 40 million ARR.
And you said there's 90,000 dealerships in the US and the UK?
Yes, US and Europe.
US and Europe. So how do you, let's say like I'm in Austin, Texas, there's a Ford dealership down the road. How are you going to get in front of that Ford dealership?
We are setting up local sales teams in the various states in the US.
Oh, wow. You're going to set up local teams in every state?
So we already have like one person in Texas and one person in LA right now. So we are scaling this to 4 to 5 people. And then we have our inside sales team back here in India, which is also closing bigger deals right now.
How many folks are full-time today?
Full-time, we are about 100 people in the company. 100.
And how many are in sales?
Sales, we are about 12.
Oh, 12. Okay. And how many are engineers?
So we are a heavily R&D focused company. So we are close to about 60 to 65 in product, tech, AI, design, all teams.
And are most of your engineers in Chennai or Mumbai or Bangalore? Where are they based?
All of them are in Gurgaon.
Okay. New Delhi. Okay. And so what's I'm just out of curiosity, since you're on the ground there, what is a senior front end engineer in New Delhi cost these days?
Senior engineer at about like 4 to 6 years of experience.
Yeah.
Would cost about roughly $35,000 to $40,000 here as well.
Per year. Yeah. Really interesting. Do employees in India care as much about equity as employees in the United States?
Oh, sorry, I didn't get this question.
Do employees in India, do they want option grants? Do they care a lot about equity as much as the people in the US?
No, so yeah, so that culture is setting up here in India as well. So people also are valuing equity, especially the people who are joining slightly at the later stage of their career. I mean, after
Mm-hmm.
6 to 8 years of experience, they value the equity because some
Yep.
of the exits have happened in India as well in the
Yep.
recent past.
Interesting. Okay, so you've grown the past 12 months 10x, 25,000 per month up to 250,000 per month. What do you hope to finish this year with in terms of monthly revenue?
This year we should get to about in terms of monthly, we should get to about like maybe 700 to 800K.
Yep, 800K per month. Very cool. Well, we're rooting for you. This is a great story and it's a very slick product. I just checked out the website. Sanjay, we're out of time though for now. Let's wrap up with the famous five. Number one is what's your favorite book?
I'm these days I'm reading Hard Things About Hard Things, written by Ben Horowitz, who is
Number
one of the founders of A16Z.
no, number
So
two is he's a great guy. Is there a C number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
the CEO, of course. So I admire Elon Musk for his work ethics.
Yep. Number three, what's your favorite online tool for building spine?
Favorite online tool. I think I mean, I have plenty, but these days I'm just figuring more through Chat GPT, but Google like all the way.
Number four, how many hours of sleep do you get each night?
I sleep not very 6 hours average.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
I'm married with kid.
How many? One kid?
7
And-
years.
Oh, wow. And how old are you?
I'm 38.
38. Last question. Something you wish you knew when you were 20 years old.
Yeah, I mean the risk reward ratio is really high, and I sometimes think I should have taken this step much early on. So I took this step at 34 years of age. Maybe early 20s would have been a better stage for me as well.
Guys, Spine.ai allows car dealerships, people working on the floor to take a picture of a Ford with an ugly background, put it into his application, and create a beautiful backdrop that they can use for product images online. They use Walmart, Flipkart, all these folks use him. He's doing $250,000 per month in revenue today, up from $25,000 a month just a year ago, hoping to scale to $800,000 per month over the next 12 months. His last round raise last year was a $7 million seed round led by Excel at a $25 million valuation. Team of 100 people now getting aggressive about scaling in the United States and Europe. We'll see if he can hit that target. Sanjay, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thanks a lot for inviting me, Nathan.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers. They try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.